I'm with my friend Matthew Jordan from MJ Multimedia, and he and I are hosting today's episode of Trivia Thursday. For today's episode, we're going to be looking at a film, the all-time Christmas classic, It's a Wonderful Life, for the 1940s, directed by Frank Capra and starring Lionel, Barrymore, James Stewart, and Donna Reed. Here is the all-time Christmas classic, and today we're each going to bring you 4 facts that you may not know from the film. So let's get started. Do you remember that scene? Do you remember that scene in the movie where Uncle Billy, after Harry's engagement party, becomes so excited and he gets drunk and he basically wants to go walk home, and George pushes him on his way. As you might have noticed, when he walks off the screen, it sounds like he's hitting a bunch of garbage cans and fell over, and he yells, "I'm all right! I'm all right!" However, he actually didn't fall over. A problem was on set. He accidentally dropped some things, and Thomas Mitchell, who plays Uncle Billy, saw what happened and basically improvised the moment on set. And after the scene, after Frank Capra yelled cut, he loved it so much. Not only did he keep it in the film, but he paid the prop guy $10 for enhancing the scene even further. Talk about improvisation when there was none.
Hey M&M Weekly fans, this is Matthew Jordan from MJ Multimedia, and I'm here with a trivia from It's a Wonderful Life. When I first saw the scene where the gym opens up and there's a swimming pool underneath, I was like, that would be so cool if that was real. My parents, were like, oh, it's fake, it's a movie. That place actually exists. It's in Beverly Hills. It's Beverly Hills High School in Los Angeles. So, in theory, you can go there right now and see that place.
For those who may know, at the end of the film, Butch gets his life back. He runs up to Mr. Potter and yells out to him, "Merry Christmas, Mr. Potter!" And the latter yells, "Happy New Year to you too! In jail, I get home, I'm waiting for you." And that's the last time we see Potter at the end of the film. However, as you may have noticed, why that doesn't work is because throughout the film, it means Potter basically gets to keep the money he stole from Uncle Billy, and he doesn't face anything, no repercussions, no jail time, nothing. There was a scene actually filmed where Clarence confronts Potter and badmouths him for what he's done. Potter usually just dismisses it, but almost instantly afterwards, he dies of a heart attack, and the fate of the money is unknown. However, the scene didn't make the final cut, which angered many faint people, saying that Potter did such evil throughout the entire thing, and yet he got no repercussions in the end. And honestly, it actually breaks the rule about main villains in films. Either at the end of the film, they either reform, they either get punished, or they get killed. That's how it goes as far as the villains go. And it's from this film experience that many filmmakers picked up on that.
The scene in the bar where George Bailey is praying was originally a wide take. And what happened was the actor who was playing George actually broke down and cried in the scene. So that's real. And Frank Capra, he zoomed in on the shot, and because he wanted to see the emotion on George's face. So it's pretty interesting. It's such a moving, powerful scene, and it's because it was actually a real take of God touching somebody.
As you guys may know, there weren't many kissing scenes in this film, especially not for a Christmas classic like this. However, the most memorable kissing scene in the entire film was actually the scene where George and Mary talk on the phone to Sam Wainwright after when George goes to visit Mary after Harry's wedding party. So, and when they get, and however, basically, George is left. And for that scene, George kisses Mary passionately while Sam overhears on the phone and her mother watches. That was actually James James Stewart's first scene of the film, especially when he got back from the war. And not only was he nervous about the scene, he pulled it off incredibly well. He actually grabbed Donna Reed and kissed her so passionately that they kept much of the scene was kept in the film, but the part they cut away was actually got too heated and passionate. They cut away some of it. Like they kissed for about almost a few seconds for almost a full minute in the film before it cuts away to Mary's mother running upstairs. They actually cut away. That's a reaction to how passionate and how heated the kiss got. And because they kept the whole scene, it could have went past all the censors. So that's why they cut out that part of the film. Yeesh. Hollywood loved to glam things up, but apparently in Hollywood there's such a thing as too much glamour.
When the movie came out, it was a flop in theaters. It did not go well at all. The film revived when it was played on television stations, and it was widely spread around the holiday season, and many people picked up on it because of its positive message, and so it ended up gaining most of its popularity, all of its popularity, well after it originally came out. Another side fact is the original writers of the movie thought the film ended up being horrid. They called it horrid and they wouldn't even see it when it came out because I guess the original script was a lot different than what ended up being filmed.
For those who didn't, I'm sure you guys are well aware of the fact that in the film, H.B. Gower, who's played by H.B. Warner in the film, the druggist and George's friend, he actually he was actually drunk when he filmed the scene where he berates George not delivering the drugs as promised, but it turns out the drugs he gave him were poison, and afterwards, and before he does that, he actually slaps George's ear back. It makes it bleed. However, Warner actually did this because he was actually drunk for the scene, and he accidentally slapped the character playing young George too much. And after the scene was cut, he felt so remorseful for what he did to the child that he hugged him and soothingly calmed him down and apologized. Sometimes in Hollywood there is such a thing as too much method acting. That's one example, folks. Not gonna lie. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'm sorry this episode is a bit late as it is, and just so you know, guys, I'm actually gonna be doing this every other Thursday to allow myself and my friend Matthew to plan out the episodes a bit more and to get our facts straight. Thanks a lot for watching, though, and be sure to check out my other videos, and I have a new review on the way soon. Thanks a lot. Until then, I'm Ross. This is Matthew from MJ Multimedia. See you next time, guys.